got better to do.
Yeah, I got the whole camp in the building, Cement Boot in the building. We up at the Spit Factory, right? This is the Spit Factory Studio, Zion's house. He's not on the ones and twos, he's on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sound better than any DJ I know. Hey, so just for a little freestyle, we just here hanging out this. Hey, can you feel it? I need Nico Carter to come up here, maybe give me a little flow, freestyle, something like that.
Okay. I'm sure you don't know me. Well, I'm Maryy Janeee, Cement Boot baby. To the death of me, ain't a damn thing changed except for the whip, my kick, some gold watches, and I'm diamond rings. Hey, they wanna be considered competition, but it's hard for breakers to have a wood lanes. I don't do it for the fame. I came to make you understand what we overcame. It's a shame. Is it wrong to kill it? Show these boys how to run the game up? No, so I'ma just keep killing it. And y'all gon' just keep feeling it. With your hands to the ceiling like you're praying for a heaven, no church, but I'ma just keep preaching. Last one, so y'all know they raised the monster. Trying to stop me will only make me stronger. Nothing to lose, but everything to gain. While y'all planning your next campaign, we poppin' champagne. Toast to the good life. Next show, eyes low on the next flight. Appetite of the champion. They say you are what you eat, but I don't recall eating a legend. Didn't expect me to fit the way I did it. Didn't backwards like the way that niggas living. Willing to ride on the niggas for the digits. PUSSYs, what you get up to feeling. You're rapping is a hobby, I do this before a living. I do it cause I love it and I'm still gonna make it killing. But this one, just for practice, what a script is your exhibition, bitch.
Call me. What they call me? I think they call me Mr. International. I've been around the world and back. You and your friends is dead ends, ain't left the cul-de-sac. My style, my sound, yes, it's so intact. Play the front when it comes to these lines, there ain't no holding back. They know the facts when you fixing your lips. Every note, every syllable spit is frivolous, kid. I'm the realest there is. Ooh. Yeah.
Let's go. I said it's JJ back with another one. True spit, beat it, get a drummer some. Here you talking like you know where I'm coming from. But these lyrics weren't meant for the deaf or dumb. You getting left, we running, there's no stopping. Forcefully pressed with no options. Leave them all behind, we won't press for wine. Fast forward on you simply cause we press for time. I hear them underlying disclaimers. Mentally been giving you a waiver, but it's clear we've been doing you a favor. Cause we headed to the top, see you later. No more bridging the gap for loose lip neighbors. Naysayers for you, I say your prayer. Increase your faith when you defeat that hate that harbors in you and hinders you from being greater. See we undertakers who move in silence, smoother than the notes of a violin. You defeat the boot, keep trying. Forget the road you want, take the high end. This is real life, this ain't no movie script. So ain't no need for you to play my friend. See, I'm over age and I'm a bit outraged. I don't really like to play pretense. G-shop like a watch cause I said it. Get it, front anytime you can get it. Get it, go overboard, yeah I dead it. Dead it, snitch, get stitched, paramedic. Medic, EMT, on scene, bet it. Fled it, insane in the brain that's embedded. Bet it, held back like a levee. But now I let it wet it. Ain't gotta slow up for you to get it. Get it. Hey.
1, 2, 3 up on the mic, yo. What you wanna do? It's kinda funky, yo. I think I wanna sing, yo. Ooh, yeah. This time, I wanna try to float off the top of my head this time. I'm just listening to the music as I ride, trying to get Rico to come up here and do it so he's fine, but it's alright. Sing
Won't you come in front and look at me do my thing?
My thing.
It's your turn. It's your turn to burn it up. It's your turn. It's your turn to burn it up.
Yeah. Okay, so we here with the Cment Boot Music Group. Okay, my man Chris Jones was the founder and
CEO and founder of Cment Boot Music Group.
Okay, cool. And his lovely wife,
Lavonna, co-founder.
Yes, right, co-founder.
Okay.
Nico Carter, international recording artist.
Okay.
Maryy Janeee, recording artist as well.
What's going on, LamboJones?
I'm JJ Jones of Cment Boot Music Group.
Cool. How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Be in this cold weather.
Yeah, up in New York. So where y'all from? Like where originated?
Oh, we're originally from.
Well, tell a story, my brother.
Go ahead, man. Well, you know, we're originally from the boogie down Bronx, man. From the Bronx, man. We're in Jacksonville. We down with the 910, representing Jacksonville, North Carolina. You know what I mean?
What made you end up in Jacksonville?
Well, the story. Good question. One reason why is I've been there before. My family was in the military at Camp June, so I'm familiar with the area. But another reason why is because I seen my kids. They were growing up, and they had a lot of talent, man. And it was a lot of craziness going on in the neighborhood, and they were their friends. They were friends with some people. That was nothing wrong with them. It's just that the element of the neighborhood. And I just figured that, you know what, let me just take them out of here and out the projects and move them down south, man. And that's been one of the best moves we've actually done, man.
So what made you get into music like that?
For me,
Yeah.
I remember being young, man, and I was living with my sister Roxanne in Monroe Projects. This was like 77. And I heard them jamming in the parks, and I heard what hip hop was. And from that point on, I heard it, and then a rapper rapped, and I was like, I was open, and I started meeting all these rappers and stuff like that are still in the game today, founders, you know. And then I realized today that I was an instrumental part in hip hop, the Africa Bambaataa, the Sonic Falls, the Cosmic Falls, the Cosmic Punk Jam record that was supposed to be on Tommy Boy that got bootleg, which is probably one of the first hip hop songs bootleg. So I could be official for being one of somebody bootleg me first.
Did y'all want to do this, or did y'all feel like y'all had to do it, or?
Well, me personally, you know, I'm sure my brothers and my sisters experience the same thing every single night. We used to come home. We used to leave from school in the morning, music blasting, come home from school, music blasting, go to bed, music blasting. So I think it was just like in our heads, like there's nothing we could do about it. Not that it was necessarily forced upon us, but that's just what they did. We were into music, you know, as we were growing up, whether it be their music or, you know, popular music on the radio, the television and stuff like that. And, you know, I love writing, period. Whether it be poetry, just writing little letters, anything, and then put music behind it, and it just got so much better. That's how I fell in love with it.
I wouldn't say that I was a big writer before I started writing, but everything just comes pretty easily for me. I know that's not a great thing to say, but it does.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You guys know I haven't been rapping for that long. When did I start? My senior year in high school?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I'm doing pretty good.
Do you feel like you were forced into it?
No, I don't. I feel like it was kind of written in the stars. I think I wanted to be mommy when I was
I wanted her to be me too, but she decided she wanted to rap.
And I rap. That's the only difference. I like the stage life.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
I do.
I mean, I have been writing since I was like 13 or 14, so I kind of been doing it for a while, and I've always been into music just because I dance, so it's like they go hand in hand, so I guess I kind of got it honest.
You were a little forced into it.
I was a little
He was like,
forced
you gonna write
in.
this song, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I got forced into it, but I mean, not necessarily forced. Like, I wouldn't really call it forced. Pushed.
Yeah,
Pushed, not forced. But a good push, though.
And sometimes everybody needs that, you know. When you're young, and all you do is go to school all day long. You only know the talents that, you know, they allow you to basically bring up out of yourself, whether it's playing the keyboard or being good in science, making a science project, good at math, good at reading. Those are the only fields you probably know you're good in until somebody else, you know, shows you something else and says, go ahead, take a chance, take a risk, you know? And it's good that we had parents that allowed us to take a risk and still, you know, had our backs and supported us, rather than just like, oh, well, go ahead and do it on your own, that's a dumb idea, you know? So,
believe me. Believe me. Y'all don't know how lucky y'all are. As Mr. Flaherty was. Mr. Flaherty wasn't thinking about it. Boy, you better get your head in the book. Think about no damn music.
Yeah, I'm glad they allowed us to be expressive with our creativity. I mean, it's proven to
pay off.
To be pretty.
And it's paying off. I mean, it's slow moving. To us, it's slow moving, but it's moving fast because the contacts and the people that we're talking to now, and just the encouragement, just the help, you know, there's some areas that we still need to be working on. You know what I mean, as far as like production and stuff like that, but we do it all ourselves. You know, and another thing is that, you know, you got people paying to play. You know, this dude's on this mixtape because he paid this money. This dude's over here because he paid them. We haven't paid 1 red cent yet to anybody. To no radio stations or nothing. I mean, like you showed love. You didn't say, Chris, send me so and so, and I'm gonna play a song for this, because that's how they're doing it now. And I would have, but you showed that love, and I was like, wow. So we haven't paid a red cent yet. So that just helps us to build up a budget, so that when we know that, when it comes time to it, that we know that, you know what, this is a business, and we gotta pay to make our business flourish. You know, and so that's what we're doing now. But like, when I'm listening to them, and like when I hear you say they're lucky, how lucky they are, I know I was telling my wife, I want them to meet people that can tell them things that I can tell them. So I can tell them, but the truth of the matter is, these are still my kids. So they still gonna twist their faces up, they still can get, they don't want to hear what I say, but if you say, yo man, they'll go home and think, damn, that's what Pop always says.
Well, presently, right now, all my musical influence comes from my family. Like, as far as rap goes, I'm their biggest fan when it comes to rap, because these are my favorite rap artists. Before them, I didn't really have a favorite rapper or anything like that. I did have favorite singers.
Now I'm gonna close in on you too.
Let me see.
Hot seat. And you better not say the wrong name.
Really favorite singers. I had favorite songs. I had favorite music, like, because I just loved all kind of music. So it wasn't really like I just like this person and I like all of their songs. I like, if it's a good song, it's a good song, no matter who wrote it or who's singing it. So I really don't have, like, I can't pinpoint someone except for these guys.
I was about to say, like, it's hard to say that, you know, somebody's music or something. Or I know, in my case, growing up listening to rap a lot or hip hop, you may like this song growing up for a long time, and then hear another rapper, you know, copy that same song or remake that same song, but then find out years later that it's a whole different song, like a jazz song or something. I'm like, then honestly, that's my influence. Like, because, you know, you influence all these other artists to make this music that I fell in love with. So I probably fell in love with that song too. Like, I know Kanye West sampled something from Ozzy Osbourne. And I had no idea it was a, you know, Ozzy Osbourne song. And I listened to it and I fell in love with it, you know?
Like Manny Williams.
Yeah, stuff like
Crazy Train.
Crazy Train, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, and that happens all the time now. All the time, I'm like, I gotta search back and see, you know, who else did it. Or I'll ask Pop sometimes, like, whose track is this? Like, who are they sampling from? So I can go hear the original song, like the original music, and really get a taste of, you know, what these other artists are being influenced by. You know?
It's good meeting y'all.
It's good
finally
meeting
feel like I've known y'all forever. I'm watching y'all. I be stalking y'all on Facebook. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
We appreciate it, man. We really do appreciate it.
And I definitely want y'all to come back here, man, so we can, you know, open invitations.
I'm desired.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught y'all, man. Well, hey, I want to thank you all for coming. You got that reminiscing and stuff.
You can edit all that.
Oh yeah,
man. That's even that reminiscing is good.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
thanks for having us, man. Thanks for the support that you've given us, man, all throughout all the years, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Man.
Yeah, and definitely. I was playing some of your stuff if you listen to the last show, I played about 2 or 3 of your joints.
We gotta get you some more music then, man.
Yeah.
We got a lot of other stuff, man. But yeah, man. Thank you so much, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
So much, man. We gonna be back. We'll be here in like 2.5 months. 'Cause my birthday coming up. And my mother's birthday is coming up too soon.
Yeah, because I mean, especially like in the summertime, we have things, and like I have musicians come by, and everybody go to the stage, and kids and bring their little instruments, and we be in here getting it in. Man. So, yeah, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cment Boot Music Group, straight out of
Jacksonville, North Carolina, boogie down Bronx.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's why I did like this.
Cameras keep, yep, them cameras keep flashing. Cameras keep, yep, them cameras keep flashing. Cameras keep, yep, them cameras keep flashing. Cameras keep, yep, them cameras keep flashing.
Watching and waiting to point and shoot, make a statement. Whether it's fashion to catch cameras flashing all in the faces of those I came with. So if you're gaming on A, I suggest you stay left. I stay right here and entertain and say this is the price of fame. I ain't ready to cash in. We just stepped in the dough. A few minutes past 10. Ever since it's been lights, cameras, and action. Got a thing for killing.